Thanks so much for showing up today. We'll be doing some shoulder mobility as well as shoulder strengthening and hip mobility, specifically the outer hips. My name is Shannon. It's an honor to guide you in this practice. And so we'll find ourselves in a comfortable seat. We'll place our hands face up on the knees and bring the shoulders up by the ears and then roll them down the back. Gentle heart opening. And then notice if your head is leaning forward, can you balance the head over the shoulders? And I'll invite you to close the eyes if that feels right. Softening the face and tuning in to the breath. We'll breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 6. In for 4, out for 6. Continuing on your own. Lengthening the breath out. Beginning by stilling the mind. I'll invite you to imagine all the places you've been putting your energy. Maybe the people you've been giving energy to, the job. Maybe it's a creative outlet. And I want you to imagine all these places you've been giving energy as strings coming off your body. And then at the end of the string, you can imagine that specific situation or person or job. And observe how the flow of your energy has been going to these different aspects of your life. And then I want you to imagine the end of those strings curling back in and connecting to your heart center. And so that energy you've been directing outwards now gets directed back into your center. Back into yourself. Notice the heartbeat. In yoga, we have a concept called brahmacharya, which is known as right use of energy. So using your energy wisely. Each moment we reinvest in ourselves is energy well spent. It's immediately felt, immediately nourishing. Breathing each breath for yourself. And so, anytime throughout this practice, if you feel your energy habitually going to different places, let's just practice bringing our awareness back to the self, back to our own energy. We'll slowly blink open the eyes. And we'll come onto our knees and we'll just tuck the toes. So we're coming into a toe stand. We were lengthening the tops of the feet. Now we're lengthening the back side of the foot, the plantar fascia. Okay, and as we go through these shoulder release warm-ups, if at any point this gets too intense, feel free to come onto your seat or to even come up onto the knees. All right, so we'll do a few shoulder rolls, bringing the shoulders up by the ears, and then palms forward as you take the shoulders down the back. Rolling shoulders up. Exhale down the back. Keep going. Really doing our best to align the head over the shoulders. And then we'll circle in the other direction. Then we'll do some shoulder drops. So we bring the shoulders up by the ears and then drop. Just do 3 more of these. On the exhale, let it out. And then we'll come up onto the knees. And you can tap the feet out. Standing on the knees. We'll do a scapular release. So your right shoulder, we're going to bring up by the right ear. And then go ahead and gaze at that right shoulder. Then as you exhale, we're going to look to the other shoulder and drop right shoulder. Inhale to come back, chin to shoulder. Exhale, extend shoulder down, reach chin to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. And then we'll go to the other side. Chin to left shoulder. And we drop the shoulder and reach the chin. Inhale. Exhale. And release. And bring our arms out to the sides, thumb face up, palm facing forward. And really stretch through the fingers. Reach through the fingertips. And then we're going to take left arm underneath as we cross the arms and give yourself a big hug. You can walk the fingertips towards each other on the back, and we'll just take left ear to left shoulder and right ear to right shoulder. Keep going. Right, we'll keep the elbows stacked. You can always stay here, but maybe the backs of the palms can find each other or the front of the palms. This is eagle arms. Right, here we want to bring the elbows up in line with the shoulders and the hands away from the face. And then can you drop the shoulders down the back and gently tuck the chin so the back of the neck lengthens. Breathing into and around the shoulder girdles. Okay, the next time you inhale, we're going to reach the hands up, reach the elbows up. Maybe you could even lean back, gazing at the ceiling. Let the chin reach up. And as you exhale, we'll tuck the chin, bring the elbows down, we round in the spine. Maybe you can tap elbows and knees. Inhale to extend upwards. Exhale to round. Moving really slow. Moving with your own breath. Our exhale contracts the front body. One more. And we release. Shake it out. Okay. Open up the palms once again. This time, can you pinch the shoulder blades together like you could pinch a penny between them? Right, well, keep going, keep pinching. Like you're a butterfly flapping its wings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll then bring left hand down to the mat, right arm reaching up. Can you gaze at that right thumb? If you have more, you can even reach the right arm above the head. Spiraling thumb to the ceiling, pinky to the earth. Thumb all the way up. And we drop right hand to the earth. Reach left arm up. And gaze up at that left thumb. Use your obliques to bring you up. Okay, and this time we'll take right arm underneath. You can give yourself a big hug. Right, I'm just shifting around so that you can see different angles of this movement. You can stay stable on your mat. And we'll drop one ear to one shoulder, just rocking the head right and left. And then we'll keep the elbows stacked, head in the center. Back of the palms can find each other, or maybe front of the palms. Right, we're lifting the elbows away from the shoulders, taking the hands away from the face. Breathing into our shoulders. Bringing ease to sensation. On the inhale, we extend the arms up. Maybe lean back. And on the exhale, we crunch in. Inhale to reach. Exhale to contract. Keep going, your breath. Last one. And we release, shake it out. And next we'll get into the outer hips. We can come onto hands and knees. We will first warm up the hip joint. Taking right knee out to the right. And then bring right knee to right tricep. Take the knee through center. And we'll make a big circle. How high can you lift that knee? Circle in the other direction. Often the slower we go, the more difficult it might be. But also, the higher the quality we can provide for our body in the movement. Right, the next time we circle, we're going to snuggle our knees together. So right knee behind left. And then take the feet wide away from each other. So you might already be feeling an outer hip stretch. Right, we'll take the hips back and forth. If this is a piece of cake, right, you can walk the hips all the way back and take the sitting bones between the heels. And wherever you are, just work in that range. This is called shoelace pose. All tied up. We'll slowly come forward and we'll unwind the knees. Knees underneath the hips. Wrists under shoulders. Let's take that left knee out to the side. Left knee, left tricep. Knee comes through center. And we keep going. Big circles. And we circle in the other direction. Noticing all the muscles needed to make this movement possible. Can you recruit your core abdominals to circle this knee? Knee behind right. Take the feet out to the sides and start moving the hips back and forth. When it gets more uncomfortable, can you tune into your breath? Can you choose breath? And if you have space, you can slowly start to sit the hips in between the heels. Relaxing any tension in the front of the neck and the face. Really just focusing in on where you feel physical sensation. And breathing directly into those spaces. Slowly, we'll come back onto hands and knees. And we'll unwind. Get a cat-cow here, dropping the belly, lifting the heart, lifting the chin, and rounding through the spine, pressing into the earth. Do a few rounds here. Feel free to move however feels good. And then we'll sit off to one side, take the legs forward. And our heels are close enough to our seat that we can tickle them with our fingertips right as we make our way onto our back. We'll bring our left knee into chest. Flex the left toes towards the knee, and then take the ankle over the right knee. And I want with our left hand to just push this knee away. Right, keep sending that knee away from the face. Maybe you come up onto the right tippy toes. Maybe even you can lift the right knee towards the face. Hands could come through and clasp behind the nape of the knee. You can always stay here. If you have more range, right, we'll extend the right leg forward. We hold this left ankle. And we can compress the shin towards our body, towards the torso. Let's hand off this left foot to left hand And show the sole of the foot to the sky for a half happy baby. You can ground the right hip flexor with the right hand. Anytime the mind wanders, just calling our energy back in. Right now is the only place we are. And we'll change out the knees. Right, so bring right knee into chest, left foot down. Hug that right knee in, flexing the toes towards the face. And then we'll take right ankle over left knee and then push that right knee away from us. One more deep breath here. All right, maybe you can come up onto left tippy toes or even lift the left knee towards the torso and clasp the hands behind the nape of the knee. You might notice a difference between the sides, but what stays consistent is our compassion towards our body. We spend so much time in a seated position, right? This might be pretty tight, pretty uncomfortable. But the longer we spend with our body in loving compassion, the body starts to loosen, begins to respond. If you want more, we'll keep this right shin in, extend the left leg long, and compress towards the body. Using the strength of your arms to pull the shin in. And we'll show the sole of our foot to the sky. Half happy baby. Grounding left hand on left hip. These shapes are so beneficial, especially when we have regular movement patterns that don't support our natural need to move and flow in many directions. And so when we hold these poses, it becomes easier for our body to adapt. Next breath in, we'll bring both knees in through center. Right, and if there's any shapes you want to find before we make our way to Shavasana, feel free. We'll allow 10 breaths to just sort of move around in the body. Wiggle. If you'd like a twist, or even sending your legs all the way to the ceiling. Big stretches. Right, your choice, however you'd like to move before we settle into stillness. We'll extend the legs long, palms face up on the earth. Resting the body. Inviting tranquility into the mind. I'll invite you to imagine the mind completely at ease, as if your own mind were separate from yourself. It had its own personality and was completely relaxed, observing our own mind from afar. Sinking our awareness into the body. By knowing that you can relax longer, you can pause the video if you need. We'll start to take some deeper breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, wiggling in the fingers and the toes. And we'll reach the arms above the head, pointing through the toes. And rock onto one side, pushing yourself up to a seat, keeping the eyes closed as we seal this practice, palms together in front of the heart. A moment of gratitude for this amazing body, for this complex and intelligent mind. For our own unique creativity and power. Namaste. Thank you so much.